Hi, I'm back again. We're going to talk a little bit more about decisions today. The other day, if you remember, we had the three code structures: sequential, decision, and repetition. Today I'm going to stick with decisions because we need to take a little deeper look into what's the logic behind it, okay? We talked a little bit about it, but I really like to do something like this. If I go here and I have a decision here, then I have another decision, and then I have another decision. That one's kind of off a little bit. It's a bad decision. Ah! Can you tell jokes on video? I don't know. So we got our true here, our false here, coming in from the top. And I've got these three decisions to make. And in the final one, I have a process if they pass all these decisions. Like that, I don't know. It goes down from there, or from here. All right, so this is false, true, false, true. And my question to you today is, if I had where I wanted to find a student with these requirements. First of all, the student needs to be either male or female, so we're going to call that gender. The student has to be in Computer Science 115. So we'll call that the class they're in. And then the last one is, are they a freshman or a sophomore? Okay, and so we'll say, what do we want to call that? Grade, I guess. And my question to you today is, and this is at ICC, we have a student population of about 12,000 students. I can tell you that during any semester, computer science students run about approximately maybe 100, okay? I can tell you out of that 100, there's probably 5 to 10 female students. It tends to be a boys' game or a men's game. And grade-wise, it's probably 70-30 freshman to sophomore. Okay? At ICC, we lose quite a few students from the freshman year to the sophomore year, so I'm taking that into consideration. So you could say 60-40, whatever. So my question is, logically here, we're looking for somebody that is a female student that is taking Computer Science 115 that is a sophomore. Okay? So I'll give you a second to think about that. Dun, 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 dun. That kind of thing from Jeopardy, you know. Anyway, if you said that the first thing we should check for is the class, are they in Computer Science 115, you're correct. Because if you think about it, I said what, there was 12,000, 15,000, whatever students, but only 100 of them are taking this class, okay? So right here, I get rid of 14,000 or whatever, if it's 12,000, 11,000 students, go right down here and out. The only ones going on to be tested more would be those 100 students, okay? If I would have tested for gender, at ICC there's a few more women than there are men, but it's pretty close. So I would have had, let's say, 7,000 going this way, 7,000 going this way. So now I'd have 7,000 people going to the true side, which would mean I'd have to do more separation here. By doing gender or class first, I got rid of a lot more people. Okay, I should make this, I guess, 13. It don't matter. Let's just stick with 15,000 or 14,100. I guess it would be. I made a boo-boo there, right? Yeah, 14,100. We got 100 going this way, 14,000 going this way. Doesn't matter. So here, now what are we going to do? Out of those 100, what do we want to get rid of? Are they sophomore or freshmen? That again was like a 60-40 split. Or are they female, which is about a 90-10 split? We would want to go with gender here, right? Because then I've got out of that 100 up here, I've got about 90% going this way and only 10% going this way. And that would lead me down here, would be the sophomore or the class. Sophomore, freshman, we really don't care. My sophomores would go off to this side. Say there's 5 of them go this way, and 5 go down the chute here. And so I would process a total of 5 students. Okay? Checking my time here.
7 minutes almost.
Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that. Again, sorry about this should be like 14,000 or whatever, and that's the 14,100, what I split out there. But other than that, that's something you have to think about. When you're doing something that has multiple conditions, which one gets rid of the most people or the most things faster? Because then the processes down here become less. We don't want to be running all, the opposite of this. If we ran it, it would be a lot slower, right? We want to get rid of the most we can, the fastest we can. Okay, I'll be back later with another program for you to look at.